right, welcome everybody to another video. I am Codplay69, aka STierLuck, your most favorite content creator. And now we're gonna go through and do a couple tier list reviews. Oh yes. All right, so first things first, we got the most useless junk pile ship you could ever ask for. Free to play isn't even free to play. This gives free to play like a different definition. It's like you're just below dirt. The best thing that it could possibly do is kill Darth Maul if you're lucky. Tuckman saying nuh-uh. I'm looking at you, I'm saying yuh-huh. I'm looking back at you, I'm saying yuh-huh, bro. Absolutely. I think that it is pretty useless. It's got no versatility, no health, especially no health. Damage is non-negotiable. So D is where I'm putting it, the ETA 2. I'm gonna put it at a solid A. Awesome health, awesome damage, super fast, really annoying to take out. It's got all the pluses. The only reason it's not S is because when you hit R and you fold its wings, the box shape of the ship collides with everything in the map you can ever think of. When the wings are flat down and the landing gear is down, excellent ship. It makes it S tier. When you use the R and the landing gear goes in and the wings kind of fold out, I have to kind of say, hey, you know what? This is gonna kind of throw it down a little bit. It's gonna take a couple points, you know, can't really do much about it. So the V19 is really weak, slow. It's a cool ship, it's unique. I don't know if it's better than the basic ship that we have over here. It's slept on. The V19 is slept on. I'd say too, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. It's a slept on ship. It's still better than a Star Chaser will ever be. The Lat C, the new and highly anticipated mechanical lat for deploying ATTEs and other varieties of ships. You guys are kind of sleeping on it, in my opinion. You guys want to say D tier, C tier. Man, I want to put this thing in S tier. I do. But for the glory of the code and for the effort, I'm going to meet you guys in the middle and we're going to put it in the B tier. I have flown it once. I have. It is pretty slow. It definitely could use a health buff for sure. It is also very dauntingly huge. So it is going to be very challenging to operate the vehicle in some regard. It deserves to be C tier, but because of the uniqueness of the ship, I'm going to put it in B. All right, Corvette. Very big, long, rigid ship. I do see it at B tier and C tier. Again, I'm speaking for the Lat C and the Corvette at the same time. They are more meant for transportation. So keep that in mind. We're kind of judging this on for battle, okay? All right, let's talk about the NU class shuttle. Mainly for the RC, it's easier to pilot with the wings up. Yeah, I agree. Once those wings are down, it's going to be clipping just like the ETA 2, right? I'm going to put it A. In my personal opinion, A. The screenshot of the ship is on Geonosis. That's how rare it is to see the ship. We don't even have a screenshot of it on Kashyyyk, for crying out loud. And this is coming from a person who's making the tier list, bro. So yeah, I'm taking that into account. The rarity of it, I'm giving it extra points. It could be a B tier. The rarity of it, I'm bumping it up to A. But back in the day, we used to see it. Back in the day, we used to see it a lot. Now, this is subject to change, but right now, that's where I'm leaving it. Yeah, you had to look up an old video for an NU class. That's right. It's that rare. Exactly. It is that rare. All right. So the V-Wing and the Royal Guard V-Wing, what do we got on that? Are these two the same exact ships, just recolored? They're the same thing, right? Just a different color. Okay. You guys are saying that the V-Wing is an A-tier ship. It's got good health. It's versatile. It's fast. It's quick. It's relatively small. On a map like Kashyyyk, a ship like this works. On a map like Kashyyyk, a ship like this works. Now, this is open to the SFC, so if you can join the SFC, you can get your hands on this ship. Beautiful, free to play, awesome right there. This ship can be yours. It could be anyone's. You just got to join a battalion or a regiment of the Republic. Awesome. Now, the Royal Guard V-Wing is exclusive to the RG. You cannot have access to it unless you're in the RG. A lot of people have complications with the RG. Not a lot of people like the RG. A lot of people don't like the RG. So the color red isn't... Yeah, or you got to steal it. So in order to have access to the ship, you have to steal it from someone. In fact, you also don't like the individual, probably. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a D tier. It belongs to a certain battalion. Yeah, it's very specific regiment you got to join. Doesn't have the best reputation. If I had a tier below D, I would put it there. But yeah, I'm going to put it there. The ship itself is bad. It has lower stats. The blue one is just better. And a lot more free-to-play players have the blue one. The red one is a given. It's a free token. If you're using it, then you're bad. The FFC can get a red one. I'm making them a custom. All right, this is the Royal Guard one. This is the Royal Guard one. So don't get it turned and twisted, okay? If the SFC get a red one as well, we'll talk about that. I'm totally not being biased. So the NTB has 2 seats, 1 driver, 1 gunner. It's more meant for battle. It does good damage, I'd assume. It's got to have some kind of solid health, right? Okay, so there you go. A tier. It works. You can get it. How much is the Robux for this ship? When something costs money to have, to acquire it, I give it a little penalty. The 250 mark is not enough for me to like really give it a heavy penalty. It's not too pay to win. It's within the $5 range. I think this costs roughly $3 US to acquire it. If you have $3 US in Robux, so 250 Robux right there, you can get that plus some other Roblox accessories for your avatar on top of it. So within $5, you get like 400 Robux. So you can get that, have a spare 150 right there. Boom, boom. You can spend your Robux on something else as well within the $5 price mark. If I had a B+, that's where I would put it. So what I'm going to do is not A, it's B+. I'm putting it in the front. So how I'm going to have it is like this. Okay, so look, the Corvette is C+. The Corvette is C+. It has health. It does cost a ridiculous amount. Now, check me out. The Star Chaser is D. The Royal Guard one is like D-, basically. We're doing this by order. Check each one by order. The ETA 7, the NU class, and then the V-Wing. We're doing this in structure. So like A+, A-, A. Taxi. Taxi, taxi, taxi. Supporting the community, changing your name to have GRW in the end of it. Taxi, taxi, taxi. You get a nice little space taxi. You guys got to hear me out on this. I have a dedicated taxi video if you have not seen it. This taxi is the Peacemaker 101, the diplomacy stamper. I'm putting it in B. It serves no combat purpose. It's just fast. It's maneuverable. It'll get you wherever you want. It's flashy. It's like having a Rolex watch. You're flexing it. You're whipping around in that taxi. You can make some side cash, side gig transportation with that taxi. You're definitely not going to escort a senator, but a senator loves to get in the taxi. It's a B-. It's a B-. It costs too much, but congratulations. S tier. S tier. S tier. S tier. If you're not putting this on your S tier list, don't talk to me. What is this channel's name, guys? What is this channel's name? STierLuck. And if you're not using a taxi, don't talk to me. Moving on. The LAT. 400. The NTB is better than the LAT. The LAT is beautiful for transportation. It has 4 additional usable turrets, but the damn ship can shoot itself. If you're in a combat situation with a LAT, all you do is enter a turret and then you shoot the LAT and you basically blow everything up. The LAT is super easy to kill. It's got no specific health. LATs in general are not good. They're better than the Star Chaser, but they're not that much better. The LAT's bigger, it's wider, it's got the wingspan. The spawn points for it don't even work half the time. You can't even spawn it in the hangar. You have to spawn it outside and exposed to gunfire from the CIS attacks that's coming your way. The NTB, you can spawn that in any hangar, any spot you want. It is going to be a C flat. A flat C, not a C+, not a C-, a C. Yeah, LATs need more health. LATs need to not kill themselves. A LAT should not be able to smack itself to death. Arc 170. How much money? I know you could literally buy a lot of these things. Can you even buy an Arc 170? Can you not buy Arc 170 is free to play. Okay. Arc 170 is free to play. All right. Very good. SFC exclusive. All right. So we're going to give it some points for that. I'll give it some respect points on that. All right, so Arc 170, free to play, harder to get, Advanced Pilot Plus, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith wings that we love so much. It's iconic, one of the best Star Wars movies ever, 2005. The Arc 170 is an older designed ship, but very relative to us Star Wars fans. I think that it is a B+. That's what I'm giving it. It is above the NTB. You guys are seeming to agree with that one there. Let me tell you guys something. Fluttercraft. All right, stop spamming D. Guys, take this. Come on. I'm going to be honest with you. militaristically, if the Wookiees ever want to uprise and take the Venator, they can. These things are highly, 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 highly free to play. You gather 10 friends, each of you take one of these ships, you raid the Venator, you got the Venator. That's it. Yeah, this thing has damage. It does not have health. It's a little buzzer, so it's not the easiest thing to hit. It is a glorified B-. It breaks it. The reason it's a higher than a Corvette, it's free to play. You don't even have to join a group to use it. You just join the game. You bring your friends. You could put your friend on the back of that ship. Play as a Wookiee. Wookiees have higher HP. Speaking on combat, it works. That thing shoots. That thing hits. It does damage. Does not have any health whatsoever. On a 1v1 situation, it will not win. Better in numbers. So like if you put 5-to-1 odds, this thing's gonna win. Not against an Arc with 10s, but you know, against the NTB, against the LAT, it'll win. It'll definitely win. Against the V-Wing, it'll win. All right, Gar's Acclimator.
It's real.
Excruciatingly rare. It is once in a blue moon. Everything about it needs to get redone. And by the way, if an Acclimator is ever spawned, the CIS will come after you full force. And then when the Acclimator is finally destroyed, how are you going to get one back? How are you going to spawn one back? Gar is in the game for 5 minutes, spawns one and leaves. It doesn't come back for like another month. The fact that it can only spawn once, you can only operate it once, you can only use it once. It's a cool thing to operate, but you can't constantly operate it, and not everyone will ever even touch it to pilot it. No one will pilot this ship other than an admiral. No one will touch it other than, so it's rank blocked, it's owner blocked. You can't buy it, you can't use it, you rarely see it. It's a flat shot. CIS can steal it, the black droids can steal it. It's an awesome ship. It's a flagship for the Republic. It deserves so much more. But please listen to my words. It's owner blocked. It needs to be remodeled, reoptimized, remade. All right, the Y-Wing. I seriously rarely see this ship. I can only say I've ever seen it maybe 3 times ever. It's got amazing damage. Where does this ship come from? Where do you get the ship? I don't even know. It seems like we're gonna have SFC. All right, it's an OG. It looks relatively good. Senior Pilot Plus. Okay, very good. Okay. It's better than the Y-Wing. Damage-wise, maybe health-wise even. A-. A- is higher than an A. Remember that. So this is from left to right. This is the seniority. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. The Acclimator gets more hate than the RG. You know what? That's it. How dare... The RG are the most despised upon in this channel. The RG are just the most despised. RG get more hate than the Acclimator that never even shows up. That is crazy. Okay. Arc with 10s. Oh, yeah. Arc with 10s, bro. Ooh, let's go. Let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about this thing. All right. Rank locked. You have to be in the Navy. You have to serve. Only 2 people that I know can spawn it. Ballistic and Vosmic. I wish I could spawn one. I would love to spawn one, but I can't. And I'm a content creator, guys. I can't even spawn this thing. In a community of 100,000 players, I'm being told here in confirmation that only 3 people can spawn in Arc with 10s. In a community of 100,000, only 3 people can spawn in Arc with 10s. Black droids, if my black droids are here in chat, you guys know better than anyone else. This is the holy macarons right here. If you can steal an Arc with 10s, you've made it. You've hit the holy grail. Good luck getting away with it. Vosmic's gonna use the force on you, but I wish you the best of luck, my black droids, if you can successfully steal one of these bad boys for yourself. It has 7 operatable turrets around the ship, on the bottom, on the top, on the sides. All of them have 360-degree turns. Arc with 10s has super health, 4 times that of the Corvette. It does not 1v1 a super tank. We tried that today. It took a Corvette and Arc with 10s and maybe like another ship to fight the super tank. It cannot max turret out a super tank, but it has all the health in the world. It is more common than the Acclimator. Way, way, way more common. I'm not gonna glaze, guys. I'm not here to glaze. I'm not a glazer. All right, we're not glazing, but yeah, it is come out. Listen, Arc with 10s goes on S, but it's not S- and it's not S+. It's just S. It's higher than an A+. It's more rare to see. You know, it's more event locked. The Aqua 10s is more event locked. So whenever there's a Navy event going on, you'll see one, maybe two of them flying around. You'll see one of them as the main one, maybe a Corvette next to it. So there you go. Eventually, I hope I'll be able to spawn these things in, these bad boys. I would love the ability to spawn those in. The CIS propaganda is going to be wild when I get those perms. One day, right? Where's my black droids at? You know who you are. The Aqua 10's hijacking propaganda is going to be crazy. Yeah, we're hiding in the shadows, right? Just waiting for me to spawn the Aqua 10s, right? All right, the Delta. The last in the category. I was given access to the ETA, and I also did use the Delta. The Delta is a legitimate flying Dorito chip. The same thing as the ETA, in my opinion. Literally the same thing. It's fast. It's versatile. A lot of people don't like the shape of it, but it's very good. It is fast. It is annoying. It is hard to beat. I don't know between the ETA and the Delta which one is personally better. This is actually going to be a personal preference thing. Now, listen, you guys are saying B tier this, B tier that. It is not a B tier ship. It is higher than that. It is definitely higher than that. Delta is, if not, it's right neck and neck. It's the same. It's literally the same thing. It's right there. It's in the AB range, but it's iconic. It's a Jedi ship. It's very good. They're both the same. They both shoot the same. It depends on who's flying it. It's literally the same thing. It is locked to the Jedi. It's very exclusive to the Jedi. So that being said, you got to be Jedi to spawn it, and you got to be a black droid to steal it. I'm just stating the facts. As a player, you're not going to get your hands on these ships ever unless it's lower health. Unless you're a black droid, you're not going to get any of these ships here. We did one of the tier lists today, the GRW TGR ships. I'll see you guys around on the next live stream and or video. And now, once again, we've never done this before. As always, may the Force be with you always.